Hey.
United States Capitol. I think we may have found our candidate, brother.
Will the creepy billionaire brothers hatch their evil scheme? Will Dick become the next president of the United States? Will Butch become the first lady? Find out next time, only on Republican Space Rangers.
Don't miss the next episode of Organ Farm, where contestants abduct illegal immigrants to get the life-saving transplant they need. It's heartwarming reality TV. Organ Farm, Thursdays on Weasel. Give the 99% what they really deserve. Avarice. Something to aspire to. The new Serrano. Luxury reasserted.
Mid-1980s to the early 1990s, it was the greatest time in the history of America. An evacuator, I finally won the Vietnam War, with the help of my sidekick Ho Chi Bat and my Indian spirit guide, Wandering Hand. In Exploder, Evacuator Part 2, I marry America and save my family by killing more foreigners. In Special Needs Cop, I became a school teacher to bust a drug ring moving coke through a school for special needs children. I was the biggest. I was the best. Then, everything went to shit. I was convicted of a crime I probably didn't commit. So I just spent a few years in the joint. Prison changes a man. But I knew that Vinewood and my fans would be here waiting for me. Hey, Carl, take care of your dick. Freedom, here I come. Where is everybody? Jack's back! Unfortunately, America had moved on. And that's why I'm living here. It's like nobody remembered the war. Now it's all about fighting terrorism on computers, using drones and women. The old days we fought evil using survivor knife sets and steroids. It was a lot better back then. There's one thing I've learned being an action hero movie star. Is that Vinewood never moves on! I'm back, bitches! And there's nothing you can do about it! don't just turn off the 80s.
I'm Rufus Bellows. I just signed Jack as a client. This is our first big meeting. First one, number one. I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. Every time I gotta meet a star, the nerves get going, because mostly up until now, I've only worked with talking animals and midgets, so, you know. It's time to get pro, baby!
Who is it?
It's Rufus, your agent.
Come in. What do you want?
Whoa, hey, Jack. Jack, whoa, lower the piece, bro. It's me, Rufus. You gonna go big places with me? Remember, I'm your new agent, Jack.
You know, the last one didn't work out so good.
I know a guy that can clean that up for you. Total DNA removal. You know, I should give you a card.
What can you do for me?
And what can you do for me?
I could give you some tough love for starts. Are those jars of urine in there?
Hey, stay out of there. I will mow you down.
What's with Crystal's see-through slippers in the chair here? She dead?
She's meditating.
Jack, I am a huge fan, Jack. I am so excited that you're out of prison, and you're ready to make your comeback. You're gonna claw your ass up that Vinewood signboard. You're gonna take a dump on everybody down below. But if you're gonna do those things, you need to just explain to me what's going on with the puppet here.
Hey, this is not a puppet. That's Ho Chi's sock.
So it's like a therapy thing, like a coping mechanism?
Hey, I don't cope. I kill.
Yeah, this is closure. This is closure.
I got it. All right. Hey, a little bit of role-playing never hurt anybody, huh? I'm worried about Jack. I'm worried about him, all right? I knew things were bad. I didn't know they were this bad. Jack, I'm the guy that's gonna turn your career around.
His career is just fine, Rufus. You got a problem with that? He's still on top. He's still #1, Rufus. The kid's still #1. Hey,
He's hoarding urine in there. You saw it. He's talking to a sock puppet. He's got these patriotic delusions of grandeur. This is gonna be a fucking gold mine. You smell that? You smell it? You smell it? Home run, baby. Over the fence.
Hey, life's been tough since I left prison and befriended Asylum. But Ho Chi really understands me. And this agent seemed like the kind of guy who could get my career back on track. Making action movies about Asians and East Europeans. Oh, I couldn't wait.
neither could I.
Now, Jack, I want to talk to you about my fee. It's a little high, but you get what you pay for. 40%. No negotiating.
Oh, no, I want 60%. No less. All right?
Hey, you drive a hard bargain.
Okay. We did it.
Great to have you on board.
Way to go.
Don't touch Jack.
All right, Ho-Chi, okay.
Easy, Ho Chi.
We called in a crew of guys that do crime scene cleanup to get all the hoarder stuff out. Jack was not happy to let things go.
Nobody takes my piss!
Nobody takes our pee-pee.
But we finally got the place cleaned up. Yeah, almost.
Hello. After all this women's work, it was time to get down to business.
Rufus, I'd like to pitch my new movie to you.
Okay.
I infiltrate a Chinese business, and I bomb all the factories where the kids make the MP3 players,
And I bring all the jobs back to America!
and then I get these Chinese bankers, you know, that keep America's debt hostage.
And I mow them down, and I get myself some napalm. And then I say to
Jackie,
the fellas, hey fellas!
Jackie, listen. I love the whole stick it to the Chinese angle.
Super.
But people, you know, they're a bit more sensitive now. The 80s are over, you know?
The 80s aren't over. I'll say when the 80s are over.
The 80s are never over. You don't just turn off the 80s!
Hey, Jackie, okay.
You know, I walk down the street now, people recognize me, people scream out at me.
Baby killer!
I never meant to kill that baby!
He's innocent. He thought it was a chicken.
Yeah, that's all
I
in
thought
the
it was a
past.
chicken!
That's all in the past now. Sit down. It's all in the past.
How could it be in the past? In the 80s, I could fly an attack helicopter. I could bomb any peasant village I wanted. And I could feel up any girl that I saw on the street.
They were movies. They weren't real. Now, we gotta get you real. I want you living a whole fake life online. That's step number one. We're getting you a Life Invader page, we're getting you a Bleeder account, and I want you posting all kinds of stupid, annoying opinions, okay? So we got them online. And then people started to make negative comments about it. And then we had a major setback.
Go to hell!
You know what, Jack? If you go around killing every asshole that talks shit on the internet, you're gonna have a few million assholes to kill.
Get some ammo, get some extra body bags,
And get an extra large popcorn, because it's gonna be a long night.
that's a quote.
That's a quote from when Jack was popular.
Oh, yeah. It's a quote from yourself. And you know what? I'm pitching your movie. Nobody's biting.
What if I had a sex thing?
Like this. Hey, you got boo 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 boo.
Bro,
And she's
bro.
like a boo, and I'm
Bro,
like a boo.
I'm directing this picture because it's gonna be a #1 hit.
Chinese people, who wants to get killed in a movie?
Get in the car. Let's go.
What's the problem?
Let's go.
I was inside a lady.
Imagine nothingness so pristine it's as far as the eye can see. Imagine being at the beach every day, but this beach is 400 miles wide and there's no water. Imagine the peace and tranquility of a place utterly devoid of life, like living on the moon, but with snakes. For millions of years, people lived where the water was, until now. The Grand Sonora Desert. Come live where there's nothing there.
In 1950, the first Up and Atom restaurant opened. Life was simpler then. The 50s were a sacred time for our nation. Good, clean food, happy, homogenous people, and well-segregated communities. An enemy we understood and could control with the threat of nuclear apocalypse. Such was the excitement of the atomic age. That can-do American spirit is in our DNA at Up and Atom. We invented the triple burger, the 10-slice of bacon triple cheese melt, and extra creamy jumbo shake. And of course, the legendary two-way speaker box for people that are too lazy to get out of their cars to eat. We don't succumb to trendy health fads. At Up and Atom, we've kept many of the same menu items. We still serve up all of your weekly saturated fat, salt, and sugar needs in one convenient setting. Up and Atom, food from when we were morally superior.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
We're reclaiming the rainbow!
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, the upper middle class superhero team that protects your innocence any way they can. They are Tallulah, Sebastian Caden, Zoe, Quota, and Dirk.
We don't tolerate different.
We're heterosexual overdance!
Fighting evil in multicolored skin tight car on suspended.
Cow! I'm happy to wait.
I don't even need to masturbate!
I dare upon the face of justice. Sex is bad.
And violence is good!
Gonna save the neighborhood from sex.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
And what does science teach us that caused the dinosaurs to go extinct, Tallulah?
A giant meteor?
No, not a giant meteor. Sebastian Caden?
A huge flood?
That's right, Sebastian. A giant flood that in fact destroyed the dinosaurs and the Romans. Now, we as a civilization face an equally devastating threat from the environment. Now, what is that threat? Quota.
Climate change?
Correct, climate change. Ergo, a dangerous change in our moral climate that makes us stop caring about the terrible menace that will alter the future of civilization as we know it. Yes, I am talking about a football game. Now, this weekend's big game against our arch rivals, Wickenburg Canyon High. These are evil, evil people that must be stopped. Now, next week we'll move on to the insect family and the important role abstinence plays in their survival. You see, family is important, people, and everyone in this school is like family. And that's why we don't sleep with each other, as incest is just icky.
Mr. Hitzman, did you really mean what you said?
Oh, yes. Crickets do talk, and they love waiting for that special person to make baby crickets with in a creative and loving way. Now, one day, when I've mastered my inappropriate longings, I hope to meet an understanding Mrs. Hitzman and have some little baby Hitzmans running around. We'd probably get a Manny to play with them and help out around the house a bit. Perhaps he would be a strapping German boy with brown shirt and big muscles and an enigmatic laugh that said more than words ever could. And then in summertime, he'd work topless, his Aryan sweat producing a glimmering sheen off his sizable...
No, about the end of the world.
Oh, yes, of course, but you guys are going to stop it. Observe, Wickenburg Canyon High, state-funded.
Oh my God, ew!
There are some very dark things going on there in the name of so-called science. In fact, our recent intel tells us they are harvesting souls. That's right, millions of little souls called stem cells. Now, Team Stem Cells are harvested from a pregnant woman's belly button near that smelly, disgusting hole thing they have down there.
Is that called a vagina?
Yuck! Don't even say it! I believe the male member is much more elegant and surprising. Why, one time, I was playing a game of sword fights with my
Sir, about saving the world?
Yes, we have to stop them. You see, they want to build a mutant army and give people extra arms and legs so they can win at football and fondle your wives and daughters at the same time.
Really?
Really? Hey, where's Dirk?
Hey, team! Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, yeah!
Dirk?
Oh, yeah, sorry I'm tardy. I'm just so full of school spirit, you know? Parvenu Hills rules, woo!
That's okay, Dirk. You're good at sports, so we turn a collective blind eye to your remedial level reading skills.
I can't read.
I know you can't. Lack of basic manners, mistreatment of classmates, and the fact that you're 25 years old and have yet to come close to graduating.
Oh, thank you, Hillary. I mean, Mr. Hitzman.
Yes, I was just telling the team about some of the terrible stuff that's been going on at Wickenburg.
Wickenburg can suck my nutsack, them boners!
Really? Can they? I mean, that won't be necessary, Dirk. Unless it would save America.
Now that would be controversial.
Maybe we should teach the controversy, Sebastian.
Atheists don't like that, sir. They like to present unproven theories made up by degenerates and transsexuals wearing dresses they call lab coats as if they're facts. Just like the fact that America is God's own country and our destiny is made manifest just like the earlier settlers did when they gave smallpox to the heathen so they could meet God quicker.
Very good, Quota.
Thank you, sir. I hope to one day be elected president, but based on my ability and integrity, not some liberal agenda which loves Muslims.
What a nice, noble, kind ambition. Although I hope to high hell it never comes true.
Me too, sir. I think I'll stick to basketball and making people feel uncomfortable when I talk to their daughter. I still don't have a date for the prom.
Oh, that's my boy. And I do mean boy in the most non-offensive way possible. Now, back to Wickenburg. I need you to do some reconnaissance. Listen closely. Here's what I'm thinking.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force! Kung Fu Laser Rainbow Force!
No! Reconnaissance! Go in your school clothes and report back.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force. Oh my god, it's like a bomb went off. I know.
These people only have one home. How repulsive.
I imagine some of them share toilets. The very idea of putting my bottom where someone else's bottom has been. Ew, 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 ew.
Hey, knock it off! We gotta keep an eye out for the enemy.
I ain't scared of them. Handout kids and pregnant girls. They could clean my butthole.
Gemma? Louisa, what are you doing here?
Who's she?
One of our house cleaners.
This is where I live.
Here? This slum?
This is a nice neighborhood. Besides, you only pay me $15,000 a year.
Now, Louisa, shame-o on you-o. Don't go asking for handouts. My family has worked hard for what they've got. Why don't you take the rest of the week off without pay and think about this little incident?
You're terrible.
Why do you say that?
You should have just fired her on the spot. Giving her time off, she'll do what all poor people do. Abuse drugs and have another kid. And I mean that compassionately. Oh my God! Look at that! Mortal sin at 3 o'clock.
Hey! Stop right there!
What's your problem?
We're heterosexual virgins and you're our problem!
What? Why?
Don't push your luck, kid. I know how it goes. You start by holding her hands. Then it's a trip up and down the bases, fingering the tush. Then you fire off a big home run, and before you know it, you got a kid on your hands who's gonna live his whole life in prison.
Yeah, spending my parents' tax dollars.
We were only holding hands.
I bet you smoke pot. Poor people love the pot.
No, I have asthma, thank you.
I bet you pleasure yourself.
Sometimes, what's that?
And what's this?
Pornography! Oh, amputee pornography!
That is a statue from the museum from the Renaissance. What are you talking about?
You fool! Museums are the worst. Subsidized dens of sin, leading people astray. My father says we should stop subsidizing decadent culture and start supporting things that really matter. Like the oil industry.
I think we already do that.
Shut up, pervert! He wants to chop your arms off and have sexual intercourse with you.
We have pledged to wait, and your indecency has just offended these lovely, impressionable girls.
Yeah!
I'm just a teenage boy.
You're a degenerate.
You're a dickhead.
Say that again.
We were only holding hands, but we have made out once.
No!
Look, I don't want a kid yet, and I have masturbated. So what? You are dickheads.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
He was leading you astray.
And we saved you from a life of vice.
And prostitution and picking up cigarette butts looking for a fix if she isn't a streetwalker already.
Are you?
What?
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Well, we saved those kids from unnatural desires.
It's true that sometimes the only way to manage teenage sex is by acts of extreme violence.
Which is good because violence is awesome. Ew, this whole place smells so yucky.
Well, that's because we're near the school. Look, they're starting their spirit rally.
Stink pickle, rah, rah, rah.
Oh! It's horrible!
Are you okay?
I don't know. Something's wrong. My body's going through some changes.
I noticed.
I have these desires, and I can't control them.
Me too.
Desires to kill everyone in a violent, testosterone-fueled rage. My voice is changing, and I can shoot laser beams out of my eyes. Look! Feel my wrath, whore!
Let's get back to base. We need to regroup. Zoe? Don't make me smite you.
Yes, smite me.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Team,
That is the spirit. It's so good to see young people motivated in a positive way. Oh my, what happened to you guys?
It was horrible, Mr. Hitzman. The girls weren't wearing pants.
Please, the vapors are enough to kill a man. Do you hear me, Zoe and Tallulah? You've been cursed.
No!
Now, gather round. I have a plan. During tomorrow night's game, you sneak into the science wing of Wickenburg High, rescue the stem cells, and set them free in the forest, saving America in the process.
What's a plan?
Pay no attention to that now, Dirk, for it is time for the grand finale!
Orbital Hills Academy rules! Game on, Kung Fu Laser Girls, you hosers. You think you can defeat our alternative agenda quite so easily? Well, while you're out harvesting stem cells, we shall be harvesting you, eh? Ow!
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
The Life Invader tablet. It's time to dock. The future is now. Life Invader, the social networking site, announces its new tablet. It's not technology. It's your life. Live it the way you want. With a device that tells you what to do. It's time to dock. The Life Invader tablet. We've skipped a generation, so you don't have to. Live tomorrow. You will be connected to humanity. You will be docked. Invasion never felt so good. The Life Invader tablet.
The talent show America deserves. Fame or shame.
The winner gets $1 million and tours around the country before disappearing back to bitter obscurity.
The finals continue with Shemale Bop.
You guys are going to the finals.
Mimes on Fire.
Woo! What a talent! I have never seen someone set fire to their crotch before. Fantastic!
The most racist guy in America.
You all disgust me!
America loves you. You are in the final.
Recorded live from the Vinewood Bowl. Who will win it all? Who will humiliate themselves in front of the world? Find out tonight on Fame or Shame, the finals. Now, please welcome your host, Laszlo.
Yeah! Oh, no, he didn't. Yes! Thank you! Thank you! Oh, God, thank you so much. It's great to be back. Thank you. Fame or Shame? Completely original television. Something you've never seen before. We've got desperados performing. We've got has-beens judging them. We've got an anodyne metrosexual holding everything together. We are down to the top acts. It's the finals! Yeah! And here are our Fame or Shame judges. Let's introduce, you love him, I love him, ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Harrison!
Woo! So, who are you calling a has-been?
Hugh, save the venom for the acts. They're not even out yet.
You have a stylist. What's he dressed you as? What do they call this look? Is that like morgue chic? Gay romp. Is that what it is? Two gays, one cut. Look at you.
Oh my God! Come on, you!
Ladies and gentlemen, Anita Mendoza!
Give the guy a break.
Guy or gay? Trapped so deep in the closet, his friends call him Mothball.
Okay, okay. Listen, why are you so fascinated with my sexuality? I mean, are you even really British?
Of course. I'm from Staffordshire-on-Sea, mate.
Okay, right. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Imran Shanoa! Imran, you're awfully quiet. Like, normally by now you're throwing refreshing sponsor beverages at me.
I've been meditating, Laszlo.
Well, try not to do it on live TV, all right? You're putting America to sleep.
In my silence.